Yeah, we cut them out for a bit, you know, because of before the one we were in the studio. So I'm pretty excited. Ooh. Might make me feel a bit like jelly, so we'll see.
Keep your eye on this, it's not dry, you need to.
Oh?
If you need to mix anything, then see.
Oh, yeah, sure, of course.
Don't let that go.
Yeah, we'll do.
Keep an eye on it.
We'll make sure that I'm going to do Instagram as well.
Yeah.
Alright, cheers, Chris. Well, so have you been doing it regularly on the sculpts?
Yeah. I'm doing quite a bit of power as well. So,
Awesome.
yeah, it's been a lot great having it all online. I don't know what I've done.
Oh, really? No, that's great. Yeah, that's what we want. Have you got weights and stuff there? Yeah.
Well, I've got tubes already, but you can't buy them anywhere. Everywhere's sold out.
Yeah, did she drop some off?
Yeah,
okay.
That's brilliant.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, we've got lots. we'll drop some round, Becky.
She's already.
How have you? Oh, they might have already come. Gemma's dropping off today.
Cool. Yeah, it's a really good thing to do, isn't it? Hi, Paul, you right? Oh, we'll see what I have first. Which one? The Instagram. How are you, Paul, today? Good to see you. The Instagram is on. Welcome! I was just saying, to Becky, I've not done sculpt in a long while. So, and this is. Yeah.
It's the words in the right way saying it wasn't quite working, so I tried to slice it.
Oh no! Oh, okay, cool. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
The weights is a little something.
Ah, okay. There's a new one today. It's a new one. Oh wait. Yeah. Well, for me it is anyway. Sorry, I'm just sort of. Chris, there's a grey box up here. No, right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that flooring.
What does it say at the moment? Oh, Flora! Hi, Flora!
Yeah, don't worry about the grey box. As long as you can see a time, it'll disappear.
Oh, I only need one now. Hi, Flora! You okay? We're going to get started soon. Just so you know. Yeah. I can't really see the countdown at the moment. Oh, Flora's doing it outside. Brave. It's pretty windy outside. Well, then I guess you've got weights weighing you down, so you might be okay. Oh, right.
Right, 1 minute. Everyone remind us to do a minute.
Yeah.
Start. That's why you're here. We're all a team.
I've got a habit of just getting so much into my conversation and then forgetting completely.
See you later, my beautifuls.
See you. Bye. Have you had a good day so far? Yeah? It's been a little bit windy, a little bit grey. Yeah.
Seems to be coming out now, which is nice.
Yeah, it's all good now. Woo! Alright. Just so you know, you're going to get muted when I start.
I'll mute more. Keep myself out.
Mute them all. Starting in about 10 seconds, going live in 10 seconds.
Live in 10. Reloads.
Hey, welcome risers, how are you doing? It's Ashton here today. Welcome to Sculpt 4, right, the new sequence. So it's basically, for those of you who don't know, it's weighted yoga, right? So we do a lot of traditional yoga poses, as well as mixing a lot of strength and some conventional exercise movements in there as well. Using light weights, just to add a little bit of intensity and boost metabolism a little bit whilst we're practicing. So you don't have to use the weights, they're just an option. You can drop them whenever you want. We make sure that you've got about 2s or 3s or even 1s. It's good to have a mixture of 2 different weights because sometimes you might want to switch between heavier and lighter. Alright, and whenever you want to not use the weights yet, you can just drop them. If you want to listen to the playlist as well, that's over on the link is just above the class on the RISE website, www.rise.co.uk/online. Okay, so whenever you're ready, let's get started. In child's pose, as usual. Right, so knees wide apart and toes touching at the back. Arms reaching forwards and just allowing forehead to fall to the floor. So even though it is quite a faster paced class, but we still want to take this time to calm the breath and mind. Still want to notice our breath and body working together. So let's take a deep inhalation into the stomach and ribcage. Feel the whole body rise. Hold for a second at the top of the inhalation. And then as you exhale, allow all tension to just release from you out your nose. Maybe you want to creep your fingers forward a little bit, just to really lengthen the upper back there and also the arms, feeling everything stretch out. Continue to breathe nice and deeply. I've got 3 more breaths here, but don't worry if you don't breathe at the same rate as me. I am just guiding you. Allow the face to relax. Maybe even allow the eyes to close. Okay, 1 more breath here. And then we'll start to warm up. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, from here, lift your forehead up from the floor, bring your hands towards you, and then shift shoulders over hands. Separate the knees and the feet. So the knees come underneath the hips and the hands underneath the shoulders to get that strong foundation. Alright, from here let's start with some scooping cat-cows. So as I inhale, I'm going to flex my back and then lift my chin and chest towards the ceiling. Roll your shoulders back here, using the core to lift your chest. As you exhale, just bring chin to chest and then tuck your ribs underneath your hips, opening up the shoulder blades nice and wide at the back there. Alright, so 3 more breaths here. Inhale, scooping down, flexing the back, arching, lengthening the neck, and then exhale back to your tail. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Little pinch of the shoulder blades and exhale. Alright, 1 more to go. Deepest one, longest one. Inhale, scooping down. And then exhale. Woo. Enjoying that roll movement of the spine there. Alright, shift back into your normal tabletop. Tuck your toes underneath behind you. Take 1 inhalation here, and then as you exhale, give those hips a lift using the core, lifting knees off the floor as well, taking that first downward dog. Okay, so if you need to keep a soft bend in the legs, that's cool, if you're quite tight. And if you want to, you can start to pedal out the feet, just really loosening off the backs of the legs, the calves and the ankles. Maybe even swaying the hips from side to side, twisting from side to side, feeling the lower back lengthening and opening up there. Alright, 2 more breaths. Allowing head to relax, gently pushing the floor away. And 1 more breath. Alright, come back into your stationary down dog. Have the feet at hip width apart. And gently turn the heels outwards from one another, so you can really feel the glutes and hips opening up here. Right, 1 inhalation here, and then as you exhale, shift your weight forwards into that plank here. 1 inhalation here in your plank, And then as we exhale, shift your weight forwards and lower chest towards forward into chaturanga or knees, chest and chin, keeping elbows to ribs, elbows at 90 degrees. Inhale, scoop up into your up dog, roll the shoulders back. And then exhale, flow back into your downward dog. Take an inhalation here, bend the knees, look in between the hands. As you exhale, you can step or you can pop in between your hands with the feet to your forward fold. Okay, so we're just going to do a little flowing forward fold sequence here. So as I inhale, I'm going to come into my flat back and extend the arms, okay? So feet can be about hip width apart, grounding feet into the floor nice and firmly. You want to stick your hips back, open up the shoulder, open up the hamstrings, so you keep reaching forwards with the arms. That's it, extend, extend, and then as you exhale, fold forwards once again. And then on your next inhalation, we lift back up into that extended sort of deadlift position. Alright, and then as we exhale, fold forwards once more. Okay, 2 more of these, just stretching out the back and hamstrings. Inhale, lift flat back. Good. And then exhale, fold forwards. 1 more of these. Inhale, stretching, reaching even more with the arms. And then exhale, fold back down. Okay, hands onto the floor now. From here, we're going to step back into our downward dog or into your plank. Alright, so we're going to do toe taps from dog or flat or plank. If plank is a bit too much for you, then stay in downward dog. So 1 toe tap, 1 foot taps out, and then as we exhale, we tap it back in. Inhale out, exhale back in. Keep your hips down low, okay, so at shoulder level. Screw your hands into the floor and keep that core strong. If you need to pop 1 knee on the floor, that's cool as well. Alright, so 3 more in each after 3. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. For 2. Deep breaths. And for 1. Alright, come back into the center. Feet are hip width apart. Ready to lift the hips into our downward facing dog. So keeping your feet in the same place as much as possible. No worries if you need to walk a tiny step in with the feet there. Okay, grounding heels to floor. Make sure you're nice and stable. Knee drives next. So as you inhale, lift up the right leg. Pin your hips down. Okay. Try to even out the weight between both hands. As you exhale, drive that knee towards your nose. Bringing the hips to shoulder height. Pressing forward away. Coming into this plank position. Inhale, lift. And exhale, crunch. Alright, 2 more. Come on to the left knee if you need to. Good, 2. Nice slow movements and breaths, guys. And 1 more breath. Can you squeeze that knee a little bit closer to the nose? Woo. Inhale back to the top, and then exhale, plant both feet back down. Are you ready for the other side now? Knee grabs. Inhale, left leg lifts. Pin your hips down, stabilize. Exhale, crunch for 3. Beautifully slowly. For 2, keeping that top leg engaged, squeezing the glutes, and also pointing the toe if you want. And for 1. Right, inhale all the way back to the top. And then as you exhale, pop your left foot beside your left hand here. Or just wherever is possible, okay? It doesn't matter if it's a little bit behind your hand, that's cool. So foot firmly planted onto the floor. With the left hand, we reach up, we open up, we extend. Look at this top hand. Now let's see if we can sink down into the hips to open up the glute and the hips there, but also bring a little bit of weight out of those base fingertips. Come onto the fingertips if you can. That's it, keep reaching up, keep opening up, stacking shoulders for 3. Oh, enjoy that glute stretch there. For 2. And 1 more breath here. Alright, untwist hands onto the floor. And then pop back into your downward facing dog. Front foot meets back foot. You ready for the other side on our lizard. So inhale, right leg lifts. As we exhale, plant the foot beside the right hand or just a little bit behind. And then with right arm, we extend and twist, lightening load in those left fingertips, stacking shoulders, sinking down into hips, opening up glute. Good, 3. That's it, pressing that back into the back of the mat. Good, 2, looking upwards for the lovely open chest. Looks good, guys. And for one, right, hands back onto the floor now, and then step back into your downward facing dog. Right, heels to floor. Inhale here, give your abs a good squeeze, and then as we exhale, bend the knees, and then step or upwards to your forward fold. All right, so we're going to come into our first sequence with weights. So a lot of legs in this, as well as shoulders. So I would recommend using a medium to heavy weight. It's up to you. So 2 or 3 Ks. You can decide depending on how much weight you know your shoulders can take. All right. So take hold of your weight, ground into the feet, and then slowly rise. Sit, roll up. So our first movement is a straight-legged deadlift to a high pull. So we're working into hamstrings and also into our deltoids and back as well. So the movement is this: I hinge at my hips, I bow forward, I sit my hips back, keeping a soft bend in the knees, coming as far as possible, feeling that my hamstrings open up here. And then as I rise, I ground into my heels, I bring my hips forward, I squeeze my glutes, and then I allow the weights to glide up the front of my body and come just to about sort of chest level here. Now notice how my elbows come to shoulder height. That's all I want them to do to keep working the deltoids, alright? So the whole movement is this: deadlift, high pull. Inhale, exhale. Hold for a second before releasing. Inhale, exhale. Alright, you ready for 8 of these? Yeah, let's go. For 8. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, feeling all of that energy in the back of the body there, yeah? Keeping that weight in the back of the body. Sit 5 more, for 5. Getting that full range of movement here. For 4, it's a great movement for just loosening up. For 3, keeping elbows high. That's it. For 2, keeping wrist strong. And then for 1. Alright, beautiful. Okay, release your weight to either side of you. Keep your shoulders a little roll back. Okay, so from here, we are going to step back into a runner's lunge. So shift your left leg back. Okay, so ball the foot onto the floor. Try to ensure that your feet are hip width apart for stability. Back leg is relatively straight and strong. And then from here, tip your nose over the knee. Keep the arms relaxed. We're going to do some palm up rows now. So that means palms up. Yep. And then from here, elbows graze past the ribs. We go for that row. Okay, keeping those elbows in close. And then slowly release down, working into our upper back here. Right, 8 of these. For 8, quick up. And then slow down. 7. 6. Inhale up, exhale down. 5. That's it. Keep that nose over there. Keep the legs strong. 4. For 3. Looking good, guys. For 2, push that front knee out. And last one. Woo! All right, from here, untwist your wrists. And then staying in your lunge, bring your torso upright. We're going to do some Arnold presses now. What is an Arnold press? It is this movement. So we go for a curl, twist at the wrist, bring palms facing the shoulders. We then twist the wrist so that the palms face forward, and then go for a shoulder press. So it's 2 movements in one. Slowly lower in a straight line, and then release. All right, so it's this curl, palms facing the shoulders, open and press. All right, so we're working the biceps and the shoulders here. 8 of these. Let's go. Curl, open, press, and down. Now notice how my weights go up and down in a straight line. Okay, this keeps the movement nice and efficient. Yeah. 5 more of these. For 5. Yeah. For 4, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay. All right, 3 more to go after this. For 3, yeah, just take a little bit of getting used to all that twisting, yeah. For 2, 1 more, keeping elbows underneath shoulders when we go for that curl. Okay, last one. Up and down in a straight line. All right, and release. Okay, now now, slow, soft lower with that bottom knee towards the floor here. Pop your weights onto the floor, guys. And then from here, interlock hands behind back, roll your shoulders back. We're just going to stretch out a little bit, sink down into the hips, lift the chest. Maybe you can take a tiny back bend. 3 deep breaths here for 3. For 2. That's it. Slow the breath down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And for 1. All right, hands onto floor now. And then step back into a plank. If you need to, then you can come onto your knees. Now we're going to do a plank with tricep kickback, right? Now this can get a little bit intense, so come onto me whenever you need to. So I recommend using a medium weight for this, alright? So pick up one of your weights with your left hand to begin with. You want to try and stabilize both shoulders. Once you feel stable, we're going to go for that tricep kickback. So pinning hips down, I want to bring my elbow past the rib, straighten my arm, so this is why it's called a kickback. Slowly lower, up hinge, and then do the same again. Alright, 8 of these, sorry. Here we go, pin your hips down, keep the shoulders stable. For 7, for 6. So what we don't want to do is sort of like swing the elbow forwards and backwards. For 5, we want to keep that elbow nice and high and still. 4, woo! Make sure you pin those hips, guys. 3, 2, keep that solid core, come onto the knees if you need, and 1 more. Woo! Okay, pop your way down, guys, well done. Hands onto the floor, shake out a little rest if you need, or join me with vinyasa. 1 inhalation here, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, scoot up, roll your shoulders back, deep breaths. Exhale, flow to your down dog. Inhale, bend the knees, and then exhale, step or hop forwards to your forward fold. Alright, so from here we're going to come into some single leg deadlifts with knee drive. So pick up your weights again, just medium to heavy, whatever works, yeah. And then we're just going to crisscross the weights, hold them as 1. Okay, so into your single leg deadlift to knee drive. We're going to ground into the right foot to begin with, and then we're going to shoot back with that left leg. Okay, so we're hinging at the hips again, allowing the weight to come as far down as possible, and then as you exhale, you're going to bring that knee back towards the chest. Alright, so we're going to do 5 on each side. Let's go. Inhale, shoot back down, squeezing that base glute. And then exhale, that's it. Try not to wobble too much. That's it, forward. Inhale, get that full range of movement. And exhale, so try not to let the weights weigh your shoulders down, roll your shoulders back. 3 more for 3. Deep breaths, that's a slow controlled movement. Use your top leg to counterbalance. For 2, inhale. Keeping the chest up as well. Alright, 1 more to go. Are you ready? You can always tap that lifted leg down for a little break if you need to. And exhale. Awesome. Alright, step out the feet onto the other side now. Are you ready? Running into left foot. Inhale, shoot the leg back. And then exhale for 5. For 4. Keep an eye on the breath, guys, and the wobble. For 3, looks good. See if you can keep the hips in line with one another, so we don't open up to the side. For 2, did I say 2 already? Another one can't hurt. Go on, let's just do another one. And for 1. Inhale. And exhale. Alright, now separate the weights, and we're going to do everything on the other side. So this time, shift your right leg back. We're going to go for those palm up rows 1 more time, right? So onto the ball of the back foot, tip nose only. Relax the arms, palms facing up. You ready to go for those rows? Let's go, elbows cross ribs. For 8, slowly down. For 7, 6, keep your shoulders away. For 5, that's it, really activate those legs, lats underneath the shoulder blade. 4, 3, for 2, keep your nose only, 45-degree angle with the body, and for 1. All right, from here, untwist your wrists, and then come back into upright position. Remember those arm press, yeah? So open up the palms, we curl, we twist, we press, we lower, and then lower. All right, 7 more of those, just 7. Focusing on the breath now. 6, inhale, exhale as we press. Inhale as we lower, exhale as we lower again. For 5. That's it. Weight's coming up in that straight line, remember. For 4. Yeah, really nice. 3. For 2. Alright, last one, can you keep that straight line? And for 1. Okay, now drop your back knee onto the floor, pop your weights down, and then let's step back straight back to our plank. We're going to go for those tricep kickbacks and plank again, yeah? So step back into plank or have knees on the floor, whichever variation you're taking before. Pick up your medium weight, okay, with your right hand, and we go for that rotor kickback again. Alright, so stabilize yourself first, come underneath the knee, elbow past rib, kick back. Okay, hold for a second, and then hinge. 8 of these for 8. 7. Looking good, guys. 6. 5. So why do we have to keep the elbow still? We have to keep it still to isolate the tricep there. You should be feeling this in the back of the arm. 3 more, let's go. For 3, pin your hips down, guys. Pin your shoulders down. For 2, woo, deep breaths. And last one, keep your elbow high. Slowly release down, maybe even shaking a little bit. Woo, and then weight onto the floor. Alright, hands onto the floor. And take your child's pose or join me in vinyasa. Inhale here in plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, scoop to up dog. Lifting the neck, rolling the shoulders back. And then exhale, flow to down dog. Woo. Inhale, bend knees. Exhale, step all up to the front of your mat. Alright, so for this next one, let's stick with light to medium weights. Let's say maybe 1 or 2. I'm going to stick with my 2s for this one. Okay, slowly pick up your weights and slowly rise up. Okay. Have your feet at hip width apart and then bring your weights to collarbone here. We're going to sit down in a chair to begin with and then we're going to do some face pulls, alright? And no, it's not just pull the face. So from here, grind it into heels, sit back into your chair. That's it, so weight into heels, keeping a nice straight back here, alright? And then from here, twist your wrists, open up the elbows. We're going to extend the arms forward, hold for a second, keep them up shoulder height. And then as we exhale, we row back, bringing those weights to shoulders. Right, 8 of these for 8. Keep those weights high, guys. 7. Good. 6, so this works into your traps, your deltoids. 5. 4, deep breaths. 3, stay sat back, don't let those glutes wide up. For 2, pulling that chest through. And for 1. Woo! Beautiful, release weights and stand back up. Give your shoulders a little roll back. I'm sure the heat is building up in those already. Alright, for our next movement, tricep extensions, isolating triceps again. Crisscross your weights, hold them as 1. And then from here, shift your left foot back. We're going to come into warrior 1 legs. So the heels are in line with one another, back foot is turned out to a 45-degree angle. You can have your feet a little bit wider apart if you've got quite tight hips like me. Alright, so from here, strong warrior into 1 stance, front leg at 90 degrees. Extend your arms with the weights. Right, I want you to keep an eye on your elbows. Keep them in the corners of your eyes. Don't let them ride back during this movement. From here, hinge at the elbows and then tap the back of the neck. Alright, for that full range. Keep the elbows nipped in. Alright, and then exhale, extend. Alright, 8 of these, let's go. For 8. Remember, keep those elbows in view. 7. Keep them as still as possible. 6. Sometimes you might struggle with this because of shoulder mobility. Just go as far as you can with those weights. For 4. Deep breaths. For 3, keeping the legs still. For 2, you can do this. And 1 more, full extension if we can. And for 1. All right, well done. Release back knee to the floor. Keep your weights crisscrossed here. We're going to go for some wood choppers, working into the trunk and into our rotational plane. So start with the weights on the side of the open hip here. All right, and then from here, we're going to whip the weights over that opposite shoulder. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Come on with all your strength. Yeah, getting that rotation, getting that twist. For 6, woo. 5, exhale every time you throw it. 4, 3, try not to actually throw it. And 1 last one. And then release. All right, so from here, pop your weights onto the floor, pop your hands down, and then come into a side plank. Okay, so we're going to open up to the left first, so into your right arm first. Opening up to the side, come onto the forearm or the knee if you need to. Come into your side plank and then also take hold of 1 weight. So you're going to extend this arm, look upwards here, that's it, at this top arm. I'm going to go for some rotations, okay? So as I inhale, I'm going to curl this left arm with the weight underneath my right arm, getting this whole body rotation. As I exhale, I'm going to open up here and stack my shoulders on top of one another. All about that flexibility and strength. All right, just 6 of these for 6. Inhale, curl. Exhale, open. Try to make sure that the whole body rotates and it's not just your arm that's moving. Okay, that's what will challenge you. 4. Keep it slow. Keep that rotation slow. Try not to rush it. For 3. For 2, keep that chest open, guys. You can do it. And then for 1. Woo. Awesome. Okay, pop your weight back down onto the floor. Come back into plank. Have a rest if you need. Or join me in vinyasa. Inhale here, in plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, scoop to up dog. Exhale, float down dog. Inhale, bend the knees, and exhale, step forwards. Now pick up your weights. Maybe you want to go a little bit heavy. I'm going to go a little heavy, feeling a little bit fruitier now. And then slowly roll up to standing position. Okay, so from here, for the second side, we're going to take some around the world. So have your feet a little bit wider, about mat width apart. And we're going to come into a squat, not too deep, so just glutes to knee level. Push your knees out and sit back here. Open up the hips, keep the back nice and straight. And then from here, we're going to do some around the world. So crisscross your weights, and then we're going to just draw circles with the arms and shoulders here, keeping the glutes nice and low. So you want to try and keep that chest upright. Okay, and you should feel this in your lats and your shoulders here. 3 more. These build up really quickly. For 3. That's it. Nice and high. Full rotation. For 2. That's it. Deep breaths. And 1. All right. Are you ready for 5 on the other side? So anti-clockwise this time. For 5. Keeping those glutes low, guys. 4. Woo! Can you feel it in those shoulders? 3. For 2. Keep your chest upright, guys. Don't let it drag you down. And for 1, oh man. Okay, so stand up and then roll your shoulders back. Okay, so now we're going to take overhead tricep extensions in our warrior 1 again. So this time shift your right leg back, the heels in line, both feet flat on the floor. So as though you're taking warrior 1 again. Sink down into the hips. Crisscross the weights. Extend the arms. Let's go for those tricep extensions. Elbows besides the face here. And inhale, hinge, tap the neck, exhale, extend. For 8. For 7, keep sinking into the hips. 6, stay strong in your base there. 5, 4, squeezing the core. 3, keeping those elbows locked. Woo! For 2, slowly hinge. And 1 more. back knee onto the floor. Okay, so now we're going to take those wood choppers again, yeah? So starting at the open hip. Let's go for 8 whips over the opposite shoulder. Let's go for 8, 7, 6. Come on, guys. You really want to hear that whip beside your ear as you throw the weights to the side there. 4, 3, for 2, and for 1. Alright, nice one. Okay, now pop your weights onto the floor. We're going to transition into our side plank with rotations. Get ready to pick up one of your weights again. Hands onto the floor. Coming into plank, whichever variation you need to take. Pick up your weight with your right hand. Open up over to the right here. Extend that right arm, looking upwards maybe. And then let's go for that slow curl as we inhale. Inhale, 5 of these. And exhale, open up. Looking upwards, really extending that top arm. Go 4. Getting that full body rotation again. For 3, keeping those hips up if we can. For 2. Doing really well, guys. Good. This is a challenging movement. Alright, 1 more to go. And for 1. Woo! Awesome. Now pop your weight back onto the floor. Hands onto the floor. Taking plank. Time for vinyasa or rest. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog, keeping movement slow and beautiful. And then exhale back to your down dog. Inhale, bend, and then exhale, step or hop forwards to your forward fold here. Alright, so next sequence, we've got a lot of chest and arm work here. Right? So, yeah, just pick a medium or light weight, I would say, for this. Okay, pick them up and then slowly roll up once again. So we're going to take a tree pose. Right, so you can have your foot ankle to ankle, grounding into the right foot first, or you can have your foot onto the calf here, or you can even take it onto the inner thigh. Completely up to you. Right, whatever is possible today. Okay, so hold your weight, and then from here we're going to cactus the arms. So palms facing forward, elbows at shoulder height, pec decks first. So as we inhale, we squeeze the elbows together, squeezing the chest. As we exhale, we open up. 8 of these for 8. Keep those elbows high, guys. 7. Great for the shoulders and the chest. 6. 5. Keep breathing. 4. Looks great. 3. Focus on the spot. 2. And then for 1. Right, release weights. Release your foot from your thigh. And then step back into a warrior 2 stance. Okay, so heels in line with one another. The hips and shoulders open out to the side. Okay, so front leg is at 90 degrees. Okay, really squeeze your core and tuck your glutes underneath the tailbone. So we're going to do some bicep curls here. We've got 3 different levels. Okay, level 1, elbows underneath shoulders, and we curl the weights to collarbone here. Level 2, the elbows come up to a 45-degree angle. Okay, palms facing up, and then we do that curl with the elbows in the air slightly. Level 3, elbows at shoulder height. We go for that curl, keeping the arms outstretched. That's it. Trying to keep the elbows high, guys. So if you find that they're sort of dropping down, just stick with the 45-degree angle. It is quite a challenging movement for your little biceps there, alright? So let's go. 8 of these. Inhale, squeeze, bringing weights to collarbone. Exhale, back. For 7. For 6, staying strong. Really going for that bicep flex. For 5. Beautiful. For 4. This is a new movement for me as well, guys. Never done bicep curls like this before. For 3. For 2. And 1 more to go. Big squeeze. And then release. Weights to side. Pop your hands onto the floor, and then windmill hands onto the floor here. Alright, 1 inhalation, and then from here come onto your forearm, onto your elbows. We're going to take a forearm plank next. Okay, come onto the knees if you need to, and then open up to the left once again, staying on your right elbow. Relax your right hand, And then this time we're not going to use any weight, so bring hand to temple, open up here, elbow facing up. And then as we inhale, we curl elbow to elbow. And as we exhale, we open up once more. 5 things for 5. And keeping that movement slow. For 4. Inhale. Exhale. Keeping those hips down, but not allowing them to sink. And try not to hinge at the hips either. Right, 2 more. Keeping it slow. Inhale, slow. Exhale, opening up as much as we can. 1 more. And exhale. Right, rolling back into your central forearm plank, and then popping onto your hands for that high plank. Now we can rest or vinyasa with you. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up down, roll shoulders back. Exhale, flow to down. 1 inhalation, bend the knees, and then exhale, step. Or pop the feet in between the hands. Okay, from here, medium weights again. Pick up your weights, slowly roll up. We're going to come back into our tree-like position, but we've got a different focus in the upper body this time, so we're going to work more into the deltoids, the front deltoids. So do whatever it is that you need with the legs, whichever level you want to take. Alright, stay balanced. And then from here, palms facing towards you, we're going to go for a front raise. So as I inhale, I lift my weights to shoulder height. Pause for a second. And then as I exhale, I slowly lower. You will feel this build up in those front deltoids very, very quickly. Are you ready? 8 of these. Inhale, hold. Exhale, slowly down. For 7. Really slowly down, guys. Good. 6. Looks great. Give me a soft bend in the elbows. 5. Stay strong. 4. Keep your balance. 3. Keep your shoulders down as well, okay? For 2, so being in this balanced position really forces you to keep the whole body still, isolating the deltoids here, and then slowly release for that last one. Okay, now step back with that right foot. Are you ready for those bicep curls again in Warrior 2? So open up hips, sinking down, taking whichever variation of the bicep curls you need. The higher it is, the more challenging for the elbows. Alright, so palms facing up, you're taking this variation, and here we go, let's go. Inhale, keeping the elbows high, exhale. Try to make sure that you keep the wrists strong as well. You don't want the wrists to sort of flop and bend here, which can happen as we get tired. For 5. For 4, keeping elbows high, remember. Good. For 3. For 2. That's it. It's almost like we're doing a sort of bodybuilding competition here. And for 1. That's it. Release, weight onto the floor, pop them down, hands onto the floor, and then come into your forearm plank once again. So we're going to open up into our forearm side plank rotation. So opening up to the left, right hand to temple, left elbow down. Are you ready? Inhale, curl, elbow to elbow. Full body rotation, exhale, open up for 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. And for 1. Right, open back up. Roll back into your forearm plank, the central one, and then come back onto the hands in your high plank. And again, rest or vinyasa with me. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Oh, got 5 minutes left. Inhale, scoop up, up, roll the shoulders back. Yeah, and then exhale, flow to down dog. Alright, from here, inhale, lift up the right leg, and then exhale, direct knee to chest. And pop your foot in between the hands. Okay, so no weights for this last little bit of sequence. So we're going to take a goddess pose. So turn to the left side of the mat, or just whatever way it is that you're facing me. So we're going to take a goddess squat first. So hands on hips to begin with. Feet nice and wide, grinding into the heels. From here, push the knees out and sink the glutes to about knee level here. Now we want to stay in this stance for all of this movement. Alright, so from here we're going to do some side reaches. So your right elbow rests onto your right knee, keeping glutes low, and then the left arm extends, and we look at the ceiling here, keeping the chest open. Alright, so inhale here, and then exhale over to the other side. So this time left elbow rests on left knee, right arm reaches over, keeping the glutes low. Alright, so we're going to do 5 on each side. Are you ready? Let's go for 5. Inhale. And exhale. For 4. Keeping that movement flowy and graceful. Keeping the elbow light on the knee. 3 more now. And squeezing those glutes continuously. Keeping the back of the body engaged. Alright, 2 more to go. Hang on in there, guys. For 2. And last one. Inhale. And exhale. Opening up those hips nicely. And then release. Okay, slowly extend the legs. I'm going to take a wide-legged forward fold now. So keeping the legs as they are, interlock the hands behind the back, roll the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, stick your hips back, guys, keeping soft bending knees, fold forwards, hinge at the hips. Allow the head to just fall towards the floor and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Feeling the spine lengthen and extend for 3. Feeling the back of the hamstrings open up. For 2. And then one last breath in. Okay, release your arms, your hands, and then slowly roll up to a standing position. Alright, from here, wiggle your hands onto the floor and then step back into a plank. Now from here, we're going to take, we're going to flip over and come onto our backs. So we're going to finish off with a little bit of core work. Sorry, onto your tailbone. So we're going to do a Russian twist, which is basically twist on your tailbone here. So squeeze the core, lift the chest. Pick up your weights. So medium weights rather than heavy. Crisscross the weights. And then from here, lift the chest. You can keep your toes on the floor for a little bit of support if you want. Or if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, then lift the feet off the floor. From here, as I inhale, I'm going to twist my upper body and tap the weights onto the floor. As I exhale, you can just bring the weights to heart center, or you can go for that extra press working into the shoulders. Inhale over to the other side, exhale up or to chest. So let's do about 5 of these on each side slowly. For 5, that's it. For 4. Keep breathing. Inhale to the side. For 3. Keep twisting. Working those obliques. For 2. Keep those legs as still as we can. Keep squeezing the knees together. Alright, 1 more. Keep twisting. And then twist. And release. Right, from here, separate your weight. And then come onto your back heel. So we're going to do some chest flies and leg lowers. Okay, so legs into the air. We're going to finish up with this movement, and then weights into the air. You can keep your weights in the air, or you can take some chest flies and we lower the legs at the same time. So this is core work as well as chest work. Are you ready? Great for coordination. 8 minutes. So 8. Slow lower. 7. Exhale as we rise up. 6. Keeping a soft bend in the elbows, not allowing the elbows to rest on the floor. 5. 4. Keeping that lower back on the floor. Abs engaged. 3. Bend the knees if you need to. 2. And last one. Oh, and then release weights to the floor. Pop your feet onto the floor. Gently sway your hips. And release from side to side. Loosen up here. Okay, well done, guys. Deep breaths now, regulate your breath. And then whenever you're ready, come into your Shavasana. Well done. So we've come to the end of our practice now. So lengthen the legs, lengthen the arms, open up the palms. Feel that relief in the lower back there. Just feel all the tension away from the muscles in the lower back and from the space in between each vertebra in the spine. Close your eyes and slow the breath down. Relax all muscles in your shoulders and your jaw and your cheeks. Use space in between the bones. You can stay in your shavasana for as long as you want there. If you're joining me, take one more breath. And exhale. And you gently wiggle the fingers and toes. Slowly roll to one side into your fetal position. And then whenever you're ready, slowly roll or push up to your seated pose. Alright, so let's close up the practice, arms relaxed. Inhale, rise up with the arms, hands meet in the center. And as we exhale, bring hands to the heart. Right, now